Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Going to spend some time with my good friend, J.D. Joyce, author of the book, The Story of Rich, financial advisor extraordinaire, and all-around nice guy. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, good to see you, Kevin. How are you?
Good. Good to have you on the program. And the story of Rich is awesome, and I'd like you to kind of segue the story of Rich as a way of introducing our guest that you've brought on today.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. I'd love to do that. Well, first of all, The Story of Rich, as you know, it takes place here in Houston. It's a novel, and it's about a guy by the name of Rich Viva who sells his company, and he's now trying to figure out what to do with his money, what to do with his life, and he learns these lessons through basically a storyline through this novel. And being here in Houston, he goes throughout the book to various restaurants, and one of those restaurants is my very favorite barbecue restaurant called Red River Barbecue. And so I'm happy to introduce Rick Kirsch, who is co-owner of Red River Barbecue.
And a part of the story of Rich. Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me today. I'm glad to be here. We've been in business for about 12 years, and we have 2 locations now, one in League City and one down in Katy. And we've expanded our business, started off with just barbecue, and then we've expanded all the way into full-service catering, offering many services and what have you. Pretty much a one-stop shop.
Awesome. And talk a little bit about the locations themselves. Again, like League City and Katy. Are they, some of these have rooms where you can bring in parties. Is yours like that? Talk about, what is your places like?
We do. We're a family restaurant. We focus on families. We do have a room in League City that we can do banquets in. Both locations have outdoor patios with playgrounds to service the kids and the family aspect of our restaurant. Then we do many off-site catering as well.
Very good. Go ahead there, JD.
When at times you guys even have music and live music, don't you?
We do Friday nights in Katy. We do music on the patios. Mm-hmm. The families enjoy coming out so the parents can have a good time and the kids can play.
And I'm sure it's a certain genre of music?
It is, mainly Western.
Yeah, makes sense. So tell us about, how old are the 2 establishments, the Katy and the one out there in League City?
We've been in League City for 12 years, and we've been in Katy now for 2.
Interesting. You started it at a very interesting time.
We did. We started, we started in a trailer in College Station, and then we've expanded. Then we opened up in League City 12 years ago, and then opened up in Katy 2.
That's what I was talking about. It's an interesting time with this economy being like it is.
It was. It's been. We've been lucky. It's been good, hard work, and the economy was down. It's come back. We've stayed busy. Luckily.
Yep. I'm sorry. Go ahead, JD.
Rick, I've got a question for you. Oh no.
Ask a few questions for us. In fact, go ahead.
But tell me, I want to know what is it like working day in, day out with your brother? You always hear about this sibling rivalry type stuff.
We've had a great relationship. We've been able to separate sides of the business, and where I handle certain things and he handles certain things, and it's been good. And then especially with the expansion, now he mainly stays at the League City location, and I stay out in the Katy location.
And who does better at cooking?
we both share in that, but he has come up with many of the menu ideas.
Well, now tell me this. I know you guys use an all-wood process. Is that right?
We do. There's several different kinds of pits you can get. We've chosen to go with an all-wood pit where there's no electric or gas heat. We feel like that gives us an advantage with the flavoring of the meats.
Yeah. Interesting. And so, is there a certain time of the week that's hot for you guys? Are you, evenings, lunch? When you see your biggest crowds?
We've learned with the different locations that each location has its differences. But being a family restaurant and we are located kind of in the suburbs, being League City and Katy, that the dinners are primarily where we get a lot of our business with families coming in. And the weekends are great. Lunches are good in League City, and we do a lot of catering business at the Katy location during lunches.
Mm-hmm. Since this is a business show, do you mind sharing with us what percentage of your business is in the restaurant versus catering? I know that's becoming a larger and larger part of your business on the catering side. Is that right?
Yes, it is. We try to do a larger percentage of catering, a percentage of business in Katy. Probably 30% of our business is catering in Katy.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a little less than that in League City just because of the volume of inside sales that we do.
Mm-hmm.
What's the largest catering job you've done, and what's the smallest catering job?
We'll deliver lunches for 10 people, but then we've done out at the air show, Wings Over Houston, we've done several thousand people.
Wow. And I'm assuming that you break down, those catering based on what they're buying product wise, as far as the pricing goes.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is.
the range of product.
Yeah, and per person, if it's more people, you get a different price break, what have you.
JD?
Well, we all like barbecue. How about some barbecue for breakfast?
Yeah, I'm shocked you didn't bring me any barbecue. I'm really disappointed, actually.
Well, I'm just excited that we have you guys in the book because I love your place, and it was fun to be able to write that into the storyline for me.
Well, thanks for having us in there.
Yeah. So that kind of put you guys on the map, in a very long-term way. That's the cool thing about books is books are around forever, and so that's kind of cool. What other things would you say has put you guys on the map as far as a restaurant here?
We've getting some of as when we first opened, we were just barbecue, and we've expanded our menu and offering many other things. But some of the large caterings that we've gotten help put you on the map as far as generating that type of corporate business. The Wings Over Houston, we've done some big corporate caterings for Lewis Jewelers and different companies, a lot of the oil companies, and that's really helped us expand our business and grow it.
Yeah, that's cool. JD?
Did you guys going back to the catering, didn't you guys support one of the big oil operations when they were having some troubles? Did you guys?
We did after Hurricane Ike. We do some disaster relief catering. We were on site at Lyondell for like 22 days, feeding around the clock, 4 meals a day, helping out with that.
Yeah. When you say catering, it's real catering.
It's catering.
Yeah, my producer chimed in with a question, Sigmund Kramer, about the competition. There's no competition when it comes to barbecue. It's not like Texas is a big barbecue kind of place. What are you talking about?
No. I mean, like, do you ever enter into competitions like, the big Texas cook-off, barbecue cook-off?
Yeah, do any of that type of thing?
Not through the restaurant, we don't, but we are do some involvement with the Houston Radio cook-off team, but it's not through our restaurant.
Although from a price point perspective, there is always competition, because barbecue, certain restaurants are appealing to different people, and so when you do look at the business landscape, who do you see as your competition?
There's constantly competition coming into Houston. When we opened in League City, there was, one other barbecue restaurant. Now there's probably 4 other restaurants, but that's why we've diversified our menu. We started off just barbecue. We've gone to salad bar. We have anything from steaks, shrimp, burgers, chicken fried steaks, pretty much just Southern food. And we felt like that adding the "and grill" to our name has helped us grow our business, where if you don't want barbecue, you can still get good barbecue, but yet you can get other types of food.
Smart guy. You answered the question you want to answer rather than the one I gave you. I like that. That's good. You ought to run for Congress. That's pretty smooth. All right, we got to be wrapping up here. I do want to make sure, though, we get this out. RedRiverBBQ.com. RedRiverBBQ.com. And, of course, thestoryofrich.com. You put in the word "the," right? Thestoryofrich.com. Check that out. It's a phenomenal story. Wrap up real quick on the story of Rich.
Yeah, I'd love for you to take a look and just see Red River Barbecue in there and all the other local landmarks. It's kind of fun for Houstonians to see all the local areas.
And if you're not careful, you'll learn how to manage your money in a way you never knew how to before. Is that right?
Even more importantly.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll get the value of the book and then many some, as they would say. Make sure you check that out, thestoryofrich.com. Gentlemen, thanks to both of you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks for having us.
A lot of fun. Enjoyed it. Now I want barbecue, and you didn't bring any. I'm really crushed. So I'm going to hold you. I'm going to make you feel guilty until you leave.
I'll bring it anytime.
There you go. All right. When we come back, we're going to have a price point edition for you. Make sure you check that out. Do want to remind you to check out our partner news site over there at usdailyreview.com. Stay tuned for more right after this.